Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a really exciting video today and it's all about the weather. This is a brand new mutation called a tornado. And I thought how fun, we're gonna show you guys how this mutation works. It's a new recessive. And then we're gonna also kind of introduce you again to some of our favorite combos from the Monsoon project and some brand new crazy hurricane combos. We're hitting all the weather patterns on this one, guys. Let's dive in. Okay, so we're starting with the monsoons, and we have two monsoons here. We've showed both of these in the past, but a couple of our favorites. Over here we have a leopard monsoon, which is just extra busy, extra wild, especially down here at the tail. It's just really crazy how busy the pattern is. It kind of breaks it up into some weird spots. I love that. And then there's the old staple, the very first monsoon ever made was a Mojave monsoon. They're so beautiful. It's actually one of the best combos already from the start because it's so bright and beautiful. It seems like that Mojave just is made for the monsoon. The monsoons are actually hatched initially from the Crystal project, which is the Mojave special. That's why it's so associated with the Mojave gene and so many of them are. It's actually one of the better combos. So we're really excited about working with these and we can't wait to start adding some really amazing colors to them. This one is especially kind of a special because we just got a shed test back from RGI on this one. We sent it in through Cltch, and this monsoon is our very first one that is het for both DGA and DGB. So we'll be making some Desert Ghosts het monsoon and some Desert Ghost monsoons with some very soon, and that project I think will be one of the best ones I can imagine right now. Very exciting. That's where we are with the monsoons right now. Really exciting. Let's go check on the hurricanes. Okay, so for the hurricanes, we have some brand new combos we're really excited about. This one is the Hurricane Spot Nose Red Stripe Yellow Belly Clown. So it's basically like the hurricane version of a Pompeii, but it's not really a Pompeii because it's missing black pastel. So we made the Pompeii hurricane early in the year. We'll show a picture of it here. Phenomenal animal. But even with that black pastel, I just love how much extra red the hurricane brings in. It makes the pattern much busier and of course gives it those crazy edging to the belly throughout. This animal is one of the best clowns I think you can really shoot for right now. Extremely exciting. And this other hurricane is actually just a het, but this is a het that's gonna kind of lead us in to the next new combo. This is Red Stripe Yellow Belly Hurricane Confusion Het Clown. And the main thing about this animal is it's super cool. You can see all those crazy bandings and the nice maroon kind of red on that. But the cool thing about this is it has three different genes that add some neat belly patterns. So you have yellow belly, has belly edging, hurricane has belly edging, and confusion. We all know that confusion is known for its crazy bellies. Check out that. So we have some great, of course, edging on the belly, but the entire center of the belly is full of melanin and speckling spots and just gorgeous belly. So if some of you guys are really big on seeing some crazy bellies in these combos where most of them are kind of clear, this is kind of the absolute best snake for that, and that's just the het version. Let's check out the visual. All right, so here we go, guys. I've been really looking forward to showing you this animal. This is the visual version of the het we were just looking at. So Red Stripe Yellow Belly, Hurricane Confusion Clown. So it's just an insanely interesting new combo because in so many ways, this doesn't even look like a clown. It has that beautiful, of course, clown head that we definitely recognize. But the clowns are known for having this standard kind of black back throughout. And this combination of genes has made this insane banding all the way across the snake. And so the animal in the end hardly looks clown, which is, we're gonna kind of talk about this a little bit more. Why we go for these interesting combinations that in the end completely kind of revolutionize what we expect. Whenever you put multiple genes together and they come up with a really unexpected outcome, you've essentially created a brand new kind of avenue and pattern and new angle to try a bunch of new combos through. Like literally you can run thousands of combos through the idea of confusion, hurricane, red stripe, making a very unique clown. And so they're really exciting. Love the color of this, love the pattern. And then we'll show off that belly, of course. That crazy belly in the clown, completely patterned throughout. And yeah, confusion, hurricane, and yellow belly all creating a lot of amazing pattern right there on the belly. As amazing as this animal is, I think that this one will kind of take the video because it is so bright and beautiful. So let's look at both of these side by side and just look at the amazing range that hurricane can have in the visual clowns. So we went from the really busy to the absolute gorgeous, beautiful, clean. This may be the most beautiful clown I've ever made, in my opinion. Of course, everybody's gonna have their own kind of take on what the ideal snake looks like, but to me, this is the perfect kind of combination of beauty, of contrast between the pale yellows and the reds. So we almost made this snake last year, but it was missing the fire. We had it in the pairing, we missed it. We called that snake the Picasso because I thought it looked like a painting. And this one actually looks way more like a painting even. It's much more cleaner with the fire in there. So fire, special, yellow belly, hurricane, enchi. So 5 incomplete dominants plus the recessive clown. And this may be the cleanest, brightest, most beautiful clown we've made. I think it's brighter than most of the DG clowns because we've literally layered on so many enhancing mutations that all brighten, enhance, and clean the color all into one snake. And yeah, this ended up being a girl. This girl is just absolutely phenomenal. And this snake, I think, to me, is like a perfect example of the philosophy I have towards so many combos, which is we don't want to blow away the pattern. We want to blow out the color to get something that's so white and so washed out that we can't even see what's in it. And so sometimes when you work with these more subtle genes, you're like, oh, what's the point of working on these genes? They don't do a lot. But the combination of those, I would say, subtle enhancing genes can lead to something that is far more beautiful than putting a bunch of really powerful ones together, where you end up with something that has very little pattern left. It's so bright that it has no contrast. And to me, this is the perfect kind of example of that middle ground you can find by working with subtle genes and stacking them in unique ways. All right, so now we're on to the visual tornadoes. This is a brand new recessive, not just for me, but for the whole ball python community. And it is absolutely amazing. Let's check it out, a little bit about this one and where it came from. So the tornado gene actually originated in the United Kingdom, where it popped out of the blue. These days, I think we're gonna see so many more new mutations pop out of captive breeding compared to the wild, because we're doing unnatural selection over here. We're combining things and carefully choosing pairing. The odds are that we might actually get more mutations in the future, like Monsoon came out of captive breeding, the tornado now. I was able to pick up a couple of these visual females from Darren, D&Jos Ball Pythons in the UK, and I've got a couple of females. I bought some hets. Let's just look at them and talk about what's different about this mutation and what we're seeing. This female's a little bit in shed, so we're gonna grab her sister that is fully not in shed. Okay, so this is the other female, and this is actually my favorite of the two because she has these amazing kind of spots on the back of her head. They look like ears kind of folded up on her head, which this is the only one of the tornadoes I've ever seen have that. So I don't think it's really a feature of the gene exactly, but it is just a cool feature in this animal. So why are they called tornadoes? Well, I think it's a wonderful name just because the pattern looks like it's been absolutely torn up. It has all these weird kind of pockets and rips in it, like something has just gone through and just taken the pattern and said, oh, we're just gonna squirrel it around, we're gonna mix it up, make it crazy. I think it's honestly most similar to the Cosmos gene. The Cosmos, of course, is incomplete dominant, and it's amazing. Ralph is doing amazing stuff with that. But this is like a recessive version of that gene, in my opinion. It's the most similar to it. And of course, that means there's a whole world of different combinations. We got to see, of course, how it reacts to new stuff. So I'm excited to work with this because I think it can do a lot of really amazing things. We have yet to kind of see what it's going to do with a lot of the combos that we always love. Of course, like Clown, like the ones we showed you earlier, and Desert Ghost, and all the beautiful things that we know automatically we can mix it into that will create a completely different look for it. So very exciting. Now let me grab a couple of the heads and we talk about what we're seeing on those as well. So in addition to the 2 visual tornado females, I was able to get a few hets as well. We were able to get a pair of double het hypo tornadoes and then a spot nose het tornado, which is gorgeous as well. Let's just look a little bit at patterns on these. Everybody wants to know, are there markers? What are you seeing on the hets? It really is a recessive, guys, but we do see a little bit on these, and we'll just talk about it, and maybe that's kind of unique to these hets, and we'll just kind of see. It takes a large sample group to know. So far on our hets, I'm seeing that they have a little bit of brightness to them. They're a little bit reduced pattern. They also have this kind of interesting sort of black back kind of that shows, and we have several of these now, and they all kind of have a little bit more black on their back. Maybe that's a coincidence. Maybe that's from the mom. There's a lot to kind of learn about these things. But then we have a beautiful, beautiful spot nose as well. And this is a little bit in shed, but you can just see how bright and gorgeous it is. Kind of a zip kind of black on the back there as well. That's just gorgeous. And yeah, I can't wait to see what an actual spot nose tornado looks like. Completely wide open. It might be insane, or it might be like, why do we even try that? That's what I love about these new projects, is just exploring them and kind of bringing you guys the results, bringing you guys what we see as we do them, as we find the best combinations and way to use them. All right, guys, thanks again. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to our sponsorship, Reptiles, and all of our Patreons. We appreciate all you guys so much, and I love being able to share this project with you. It's super exciting whenever we get something new to be able to transform it, potentially transform everything with a brand new gene mixed in. So I'll see you guys next week, and can't wait to bring you some crazy new ball pythons.